Thought that was a complete game for us to finish off a pretty interesting week. Obviously, we had a couple close games that we were able to win, and a couple games that turned into blowouts. And so, I think that's what you want to see. You want to be able to win the close games, and you want to be able to pull away sometimes. So, thought it was a good, complete team win, and I thought Reed Morgan did a great job setting the tone.
Right here, I got a mic to you. Start with Colin.
I guess kind of sticking with Reed, what did you see out of him today? And he seemed like he was pretty efficient, I guess, with his fastball kind of sitting in the 88 to 89 range.
Yeah, I mean, again, 8 innings on less than 100 pitches. That's outstanding. He commanded the bottom of the zone with multiple pitches and stayed ahead of hitters all day. So when you do that and we play good defense behind you, that's a really good recipe.
You're right.
You got a power hitting team, winds blowing out today. Was that part of the approach or part of the thinking to try to get the ball up?
Well, no, you don't try to get the ball up. We've seen over the years when you have a day like that where guys try to get it up in the wind, and what you end up doing is hitting a lot of pop-ups and having long swings. So the emphasis today was don't change a thing, because we've been hitting so many balls up until this point. With that wind, we would have had a ton more home runs than we already have. So the message today was just keep doing what you're doing, get a good pitch, be aggressive, and hit the ball hard, and we got rewarded for that today.
You're right.
How nice was it to see Chris get 2 more today, and the other guys at the bottom of half the lineup chipping in as well?
It was great. Obviously, we want to have a lineup that has good length, and 1 through 9, we want to be productive. And those guys hitting at the bottom today, Allen with 2 hits, Cullen with 2 hits, Eister with 3, and I thought Neville took better at bats today as well. So you want to try to have a good lineup 1 through 9, and today was a sign that we might have that.
Chris, to be specific.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, no doubt. 3 homers now in 2 days. That's the Chris Cullen we need.
I guess kind of sticking with that a little bit, I think 8 of your 12 hits were for extra bases, including those 5 home runs. Is that the power that you expected from this lineup going into the season?
Well, you hope so. You hope so. We've been talking about it now all preseason, that we thought, statistically and analytically, we had as much strength and power as we had last year, even though we lost a ton of guys. It was just a matter of they're not as experienced, so would it show up in games yet? And so far it has. Now, it's still a long way to go, but we're seeing good power production so far, and that's nice.
You're 6-1 now after 2 weekends. Pretty pleased with that start?
Yeah, I still think we have a long way to go. There's still things that I know need to get better, and we as a team will continue to work on. But considering we lost that heartbreaker on opening night, and we've won 6 in a row now, and I think we're playing good baseball. I don't think we're playing at our best yet, and we're far from where we want to be. But 6-1, you could be a lot worse. So we'll take it. We'll learn what we need to learn, and we'll keep working to get better.
As far as what you'll consider with the pitching staff moving into next week, any changes? Obviously, you probably won't get into specifics at this point, but
yeah, too early to say. We could be status quo. We could mix it up. We need to get in the office as a staff and evaluate everything and just see what we think is the best next step for us. Everything is always on the table, so we'll just see what we think is best for this team.
Kind of following up on Reed, it seems like he's kind of a calming influence, despite, I guess, the tattoos and the hair. Do you guys give him any grief about that? And kind of how is he a calming influence for a couple of guys that were sophomore, freshmen?
Yeah, he's a very calm guy. He's a perfect example of don't judge a book by its cover. He's a great kid, and what you think when you see the tattoos and the long hair, you might think one thing, and he's a great teammate. He's a great kid, comes from a great family. So he's what you're looking for, and he calms everybody in the dugout because he commands the strike zone, and he's always pitching ahead in the count. So he's a very nice addition to our club this year. All right. Nothing, Phil? You're just taking it all in, huh? All right. All right. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, everybody.